So today we're going to talk about some really fun drills you can do to teach cartwheels on beams. There's the classic cartwheel on the floor beam and the cartwheel on the line, but these are some ways that you can do the cartwheel on the beam in ways that are really going to get them to feel the shape. So the first one is to put a floor beam in front of, in this case I used a folded up cheese, but you can really use anything that's tall enough. So they're going to do the same start they would always do for a cartwheel, which means they're stretched tall, that toe is tight in front, their chin is up, they're in body alignment as they stand. And she's going to go into the cartwheel and then stop in the middle. And what we're looking for is that her nose is on the cheese, but her belly is pulling off. Her ribs are on top of that beam. And they can hold that shape, or if they're feeling really adventurous, they can then try to land back on the beam, going back the other way, so she can actually finish the skill. So Erica, go back the other way, the other way, the other way. The other way, Erica. So arms up. There you go. So they really have to push that shape. So I'm going to have each girl go through it once so you can see it. So Erica, you can move out of the way and let everyone else go. So go ahead, Beth. Erica, go to the next station, though. So stretch up. Tight, tight, tight. Ribs off. Bum in. Yeah. Good. And that's really working on getting them on top and also working that they're not kicking around the beam. Okay, Beth, go to the next station. And it's letting you focus on that shape and making sure that their ribs aren't sticking out and their head isn't sticking out. So what you see sometimes here, Giles, make sure that both legs are equal. And Giles, can you stick your head out for a second? So a lot of times you're going to see them land like this, and that's what we're trying to avoid. So we're getting them into the shape where their nose is on, they're nice and tight and pushed tall. And you can really do this, like Dev is pretty tall and she can do it here even though she's not all the way on the cheese. Okay, so the next one, girls, if you want to come to the other side here, the next one is working the quick chest off the beam in the cartwheel. So that's what you see a lot on beam. We've talked about this with the cartwheel before, that it should land foot, arms pull tall, and then stepping the second foot down. If they're standing tall on beam, they're way more likely to be stable and to land it. So on this one, it's 2 folded up folding mats, and they're going to do a cartwheel. I drew a line there to symbolize the beam, and they put everything on the floor except for the landing. So they're actually cartwheeling up, which makes it a lot more difficult. So Beth, are you ready? So she stretches, she makes sure she's far enough away, and then she's going to reach her hands and chest up fast. So even there, you saw her second foot landed before her arms came up, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Okay, so Beth, can you try one more time and pull both arms up behind the ears before the second foot lands? Stretch tall, arms behind the ears, reach, fast chest. And that was way better. That's more what we're looking for. Beth, go to the trench. And let's go, ladies. So you're all going to go through it one time there. So this is Devin, and she's going to stretch tall, arms up, and chest in. Good. And the more they're pulling tall, the better it's going to be. Chest up. Good. Try to keep the arms behind the ears the whole way, Giles. And Erica, go for it. And chest up fast. Good. Excellent. And the last one, I'm just going to show you the setup. So it's similar to if we were doing mats and then the cartwheel, but I do a little beam in between and boxes, which are a lot scarier to do. So it's actually better. I call it the trench, okay? So the way the trench works, this looks like it's slightly offline, but that's okay. So the way the trench works is they're going to start standing in front. So I'll show you what it looks like. So Dev, we'll start with you this time. So she starts right there, stretching tall, and everything happens through the trench. So she stretches, she goes on top, and chest up. And it's really going to force them to go on top, and it's a little harder to, it's a little more scary, so they're more likely to kick on top. Stretch tall, and chest up. Arms up. Good job. Try to hold that landing. Arms up before the second foot. Go ahead, Giles. Stretch tall, and chest up. So Giles, can you move the end of the beam so it's straight because you shifted it? There you go. Okay, Erica, you're the last one here. Stretch tall, chest up. Okay, so Erica, you got to get right on top there. So that's one. These are 3 different exercises that you can use to work cartwheels on beam without just having to do them on the floor beams or on the lines. And it really lets them feel what it is to be on top of the beam. Have fun.